right, did y'all see where Disney Plus and Hulu are about to merge into one app?
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, you know
I don't
they have
agree with that.
the whole deal where you get Disney Plus with Hulu. It's like
And
And
Yeah.
ESPN Plus.
You get
yeah.
ESPN with it.
They have multiple. They have sub ones, and we had the
Sounds like a disease.
Basic
we
package.
had the Hulu. It was just Hulu
That
and
Disney Plus.
it was just Hulu and Disney Plus, but it was Disney Plus Basic, and it could
And
only
Roku
work
doesn't
on your
play
phone.
that.
Yes.
It's so stupid. I ended up getting rid of Hulu and just getting Disney Plus because we watch it more.
I watch Bluey.
We
Right.
get all three, the Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN
I don't
with
see
Verizon.
I don't see the
My
benefit
ESPN's
of
breaking
ESPN Plus. I had it
We've
for a
never
little
used
bit.
it yet.
I use it
I have it for a little bit
for
and-
articles.
for articles, yeah, but all the
I like to read my
out.
school.
Fucking nerd.
No, look. Go ahead.
oh
I'm sorry.
no, all the
Ow.
live sports is like
And then he
soccer
threw a
matches.
touchdown.
soccer matches from across the world. Or during football season, there might be one game of the season that's on.
Yeah, but
ESPN
I mean
Plus.
that's what you use it for. And hey, you can't read the good articles without ESPN Plus because there'll be some juicy shit talking about like top rated fantasy stuff or this or that, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna read this, and then it gives you the little snippet like
Quit
the
lying to
first
these
like
folks. You know you can't read.
it's the first.
Speaking of fantasy, go ahead and tell them how we're picking
hell
for fantasy.
yeah.
Are you
To
gonna do
mess
some dumb
something
shit?
up.
Yes.
Tell them about the first plan you guys had.
All right, the first
God.
plan.
Are we ever gonna get that trophy
I'm
back
so
from that
tired
dude?
of you and your
Yes.
little fucking
Whoever
friends
wins
making
You know
gets
what?
that shit.
Y'all don't have to be a part of it if everyone doesn't like it.
Well,
then-
go ahead and tell
No,
us
because
how.
I'm gonna win this trophy this year.
Anyways, we had first talked
I
about
watched the herd. I know what's going on.
the herd.
I'm just gonna ask Chat GPT who's gonna win.
You should. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
I
and
know
use
nothing about
ChatGPT.
football, so it would
No,
be funny
they
if
will.
I did that.
Watch.
No,
I'm
what
do it.
you're gonna sit there and do it, and it's gonna be like you should first draft like this player, and it's gonna be like some third string player, and you're gonna be like, man, and then
Yeah,
first
drafting
game,
the motherfucker
two
go
starters
off.
get out, and that dude's in gets 40 points every game for the rest
like
of the season.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah. All right, what are y'all doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
All right. Well, okay. First, it started off. We were gonna do 1v1 beer pong tournament. Just
To see who gets the first pick?
To,
Well, you get to
to
pick
get
whatever
the order of the draft.
you get
Okay.
to do. Well, and that was the thing. The winner, you don't have to take the first pick if you don't want the first pick, but you can pick whatever pick you want. Some people like drafting like third or fourth.
I like the last pick.
Well, I mean, right. Some people like
Because
that, so
you
they can
pick
get 10th
two.
and 11th, right? And we're actually going to do a claw machine.
Where are you gonna get claw machine from?
We're working on this, okay? I have things that are.
Okay, but how's
It ain't
the
that
claw
deep.
machine gonna
We're gonna
work?
put balls in it, and they're gonna
so
have
you
numbers.
just need a bingo roller.
Yeah,
Yeah, why don't we
numbers.
just get a bingo
So
roller?
it's going to be a random number that you pick in a vending machine or a claw machine instead of just randomizing the draft.
Or
Yeah,
just
this ain't
using
gonna-
a
So
bingo
When you put it like
turner.
that, it
You can
sounds
get
a
those
lot
little
worse
bingo
than what it
things
is.
at
See,
Dollar
this
Tree.
is
That's
this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna come up with all these stupid ideas.
Yeah, we were gonna do
We're
putt putt too.
and then it's gonna get down to the wire.
I could beat all
and
of
then
y'all
you know
in
what?
game of
We're just gonna be
putt-putt.
like, we're just gonna randomize it. It'd be that
I
anyways.
don't even have to play fantasy, and I will beat all of y'all.
You know what? We'll save it for another time. We'll figure it out, okay? We have some
Scott's
ideas.
pretty good at
floating
putt
around.
putt. I'll put that out
Can I
there.
bring my golf club?
Yeah, all right.
You gonna be that guy that brings your own golf club to the putt
You
putt
bring
I
your
place.
will.
driver?
yeah,
All right.
Bring my putter, Haley.
yeah, Haley.
Stupid woman.
I know nothing about sports. That's not true. We went through all of the logos for NFL the other day, and I named almost all of them correctly. No cheat sheet or nothing.
Man,
What'd
what'd
she
you
miss?
say? Which one of them was hilarious? I
I
can't
don't
remember which
know.
one it was. First off, her favorite team. Go ahead and tell them.
Oh, is the Bengals,
Yes,
Cincinnati.
she loves Cincinnati.
Hey, you should see their white uniforms.
yeah,
These things
she's
are
seen them.
clean.
I love me some Joe Burrow.
So Cincinnati's her favorite team.
Because they were the cheapest team, and I was like, Tyler, if we win the lottery, like one of the $1 billion lotteries, I want to buy that team.
She wants to buy the Bengals. But
That would be a good sponsorship. We could put our
Hey-
our side quest on there.
Haley be
Stadiums.
eating lunch with Joe Burrow like every Sunday.
I
after
told
the-
Tyler said he would have to legally be my husband. So
That's in his contract. Yeah, we'll pay you, $400 million a year, but you have to marry her.
You have to marry the owner.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna put in all their contracts. It's like when you sign it. All right, here's your phone, and every day your homework is with this phone. You have to listen to every Stuck in the Sidequest podcast episode every day.
Sounds good. Make the
anyways,
whole
I
team
got
listen.
it wrong when he
I don't
pulled
want
it
to do
up.
that. You want $14 million? Yeah, you gonna do it.
You ever get a pair of socks you put on and it's like thin as fuck? Like
Yes.
it's on its last leg. I had those, like, I felt everything under the ground. I was like, man, it's not even like I'm wearing socks right now.
Speaking of material and big clothes, there was a running joke at Topan that every time we get a new guy in titanium and it'd take them forever to get their uniforms, they'd be like, well, yeah, look, Tyler took all the material. They got to go outsource some more material for the shirts. Really hurt my heart. Broke my heart.
Okay.
You want to know what hurts my heart? That Hogwarts Legacy was a flop.
It was.
Was a flop.
It was a big
It
flop.
wasn't, though. I don't know
No,
why you
it
keep
was a
saying
flop.
this.
It was.
flopped.
How,
Just
though?
the story, or
It was
like,
hot when it came out.
Yes,
It
but
made
it
a lot of
declined-
money.
It declined so much.
Yeah, but it's a single-player game.
Yes.
It's
But it had a really short, easy storyline. People lost interest after 3 weeks.
Yeah, I haven't finished it. I
Yeah,
don't know
nobody's
shit
going
about
back
it.
to play it. It's on Game Pass already.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
y'all paid all that money too.
Yes.
yeah, but
And now the
I
Switch.
can see myself playing that again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like Harry Potter enough that
Star
I'll
Wars.
probably play Hogwarts Legacy again as different characters and stuff. But I was even getting bored with it. It was so monotonous. It was the same thing over and over again. Doing all the Merlin trials and it was just
Yeah, it was a lot of that. I I think it was still a good game for what it was.
Yeah, I mean it was decent.
Because it was a good Harry Potter game that everybody
Should have just
wanted.
made it in VR.
Maybe the lack of content maybe killed it.
yeah.
They should have made it either maybe online and you could play with friends, and maybe they updated every once in a while. You can go do dungeons or something like that. That would have been something cool.
New little
Speaking
side
of
quest.
I know they're
updates.
still updating it. They're still doing
Yeah,
stuff
they just
on
added
it.
arachnophobia mode and a couple of other things. But they just announced a couple of days ago that they're pushing back the Switch release again, and it's pushed back to November
Because
because
that
they
little
can't
thing can't
they
run
can't
it.
get it on there.
It's not. If it happens, it's
gonna
not
be
going to be the
dog
same
shit.
game.
Yeah, no, it's not even going to be worth playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they'll have
I've
to cut
seen
it
a
down
bunch
so
of
much.
people on TikTok talking about, oh, I went out and bought. I'm not a gamer, girls. I'm not a gamer, but I bought a Switch to play this game, and it just keeps getting pushed back, and I'm like, girl,
Just get
it
Animal
ain't gonna
Crossing
happen.
and call it a day.
Yeah.
Did y'all get the second update for? Oh, of course y'all did. If you're playing it, that 26 gigabytes.
No,
Well,
let me tell you about this game. I bought it, went to go play it, had to download, of course. I had to offload half of the stuff on there to download it. When I got the update, it said I needed 9 more gigs to update. So I took Jackbox off because it was 9.5 gigs. It started downloading the whole game over.
again.
Yes. And I couldn't play it.
That is one thing about Xbox that kind of gets on my nerves that PlayStation did a little better.
Oh, I got something.
Is the whole downloading and stuff is so much easier on PlayStation when I had PlayStation. Xbox, it can glitch out and be difficult sometimes, and it gets on my nerves.
Well,
so
and
much.
with the next gen, when you can't play what's on your external anymore, you
Yeah,
have to move it.
That made me so mad.
What is the point?
Well, it tells you you got to have a 3 point. It's got to be plugged into a 3.0 USB or some crap
That's
like that.
because it's.
And I'm like,
I don't know the specifics of it, but how it runs, your hard drive still has to run the game technically because it's transferring it over, and because the Xbox is more powerful, it can't use the basic ones. That's why they got the cards and stuff now. But
Stupid.
I mean, that's what. That's,
hey,
my
mine's still
hard
working.
drive
but
is humongous.
Oh, I got a victory royale on solo, and I was so proud of myself.
against the bot,
was
She
about to say.
called me to tell me this.
I was
On your
so fucking
Switch?
excited. No, on Xbox.
On Xbox.
I was so excited.
You've come a long way since we've all
Yes,
played.
Yeah,
it.
yes.
now you're gonna get out of the bot lobbies. You're gonna get
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Our bot lobbies are no more.
It was like everybody who downloaded PUBG Mobile and was like, "Man, this game's easy.
Oh
I've
my
got
God,
like
I
4
loved-
wins, and it's just all bots."
I love to play it on mobile.
Yeah, it was actually kind of fun because
It was
was.
fun.
And I was like,
Be
man,
joking
we
with
are
people.
fucking these kids up. And I'm like, oh, it's bots.
And you could like auto shoot on there though.
Yeah.
It was nice though.
It was so stupid. I don't
I
like
miss-
to think back on that phase.
I miss PUBG though.
I
That
don't.
game was fun as
I
We
fuck.
were
don't.
talking about
I
that.
rate PUBG at ARC. It is so broken.
Oh, shut
Yeah,
up.
PUBG
Alright.
sucked.
Well, you know what? I like all
PUBG.
the
when
broken
it was,
games.
When it was all of us playing, like Alex, Corey,
That's what I'm
me, and
saying.
you,
Like,
that was actually kind of fun because we run around and
that shit was fun.
and see
You had to be
somebody
good at
run
that
out.
game, though. Like, it was not easy to snipe folks in that game.
It's obviously a game that's way better on PC because I hate when they move PC games to
And poured it over.
Xbox and then the whole like inventory
UI
screen
and
is
stuff,
super hard to use and it's just not fast enough. Like if I knew I was on a mouse, I could be clicking back and forth and stuff, but no.
I've almost thought about putting my Xbox on my desk and getting like a computer monitor because I didn't know this, but Jedi Survivor, I've never seen a game do this yet, but it asks you how far are you sitting where you're like on a monitor or you're on a TV, and I was like, and I thought about getting a monitor.
I had
you
to
could
set
actually-
mine pretty far away.
I was like, can you make this a PC? And you kind of can, but not really because you can't get like Adobe and stuff and all that. But you could still do stuff in browser, and you can still have a mouse and everything.
Yeah.
It can be
Mouse
like a
and keyboard.
pseudo PC, but I need an actual PC.
That's what Katie wants. Katie wants the ultimate setup. Her cousin actually builds PCs, and she talked to him about it. And this man he's spent some money on his PC, which
He has two.
he's passionate about it. This man spent like $5,000 on his PC, but that's what he's into, and that's what he likes to spend his money on. So,
He's got one of those like standing, the one you click the button and it rises up.
The desk.
And he's got the whole
Dude,
desk
that
set up, and then
desk
he's
is-
got one plugged into his TV too.
I was more impressed with this man's desk. That shit was badass.
The radiologist at my office has two of those.
Yeah.
Excuse the fuck out of me,
He's
Haley.
like, you can move the you
wanna
can
know
move the
why?
table,
They're
and I'm
pretty
sitting over
common.
there
Because
like,
he's a radiologist.
that's true.
His has
He's
the
looking
plug,
at pictures of boobies all
has
day.
the plug-in, like the outlet on the top of it too, so you can just plug up whatever he needs to.
My desk has that, and it's
You know
was
what?
$20 from my
Okay.
cash liquidations.
I'm just saying, I liked it. All right, fuck you guys.
Mine
Anyways,
has
it's
a
fun
lamp
to go
built into it. I play with it too much.
Katie's got one at her work where she could stand up. if she
Yeah,
wanted
but
to.
it's like this
It's
tabletop
one that
thing, and you have to press the buttons and lift it, and then you can lift it back down.
Phil Spencer said that
Who's
Xbox's
that?
Xbox's, yeah,
CEO said that Xbox is out of the running for the console wars. Like, there's no way they're ever going to catch up. And said that making good exclusive games is not what gets you more console buys, which is
Yeah.
kind of stupid.
He is stupid
Because that's exactly why nobody plays Xbox, and that's
they
why
have
PlayStation wins.
exclusives though that they don't. I don't.
They
know.
don't have any exclusive. Redfall, the game that came out that y'all probably don't know about, that was supposed to be an Xbox exclusive, that's a flop.
Halo's an Xbox exclusive.
That's a flop.
Gears of War is an Xbox exclusive.
They've
They've
That's
just
a
faded
flop.
off. Like the next Gears, like
Yeah,
you
I
haven't
don't-
heard anything
I
about.
feel
it.
like after Gears of War 3, it kind of went downhill.
Well, they just.
Well, they're in the next phase.
No.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
with
I
these
mean, he
games.
admits it that the Xbox One fucked them up. Like, they're screwed because of Xbox One, because they try to make it a entertainment hub
Yeah.
instead of making it about video games.
I did see that to where they talked about this.
And they didn't focus on any exclusives, and all this Activision stuff's getting blocked. So there's like,
Yeah,
He
why
was like,
don't
"Yeah,
they
we're not
make
doing
new exclusives? Because Gears of War and Halo is how old?
I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know,
I
I
get
think
it, but
it's
Halo's
probably
been there
hard.
since
It's like
the original
Redfall.
Xbox.
That's like their new IP that they try to make exclusive, and it flopped. And then he was like, yeah, he like had to apologize for it because it's trash. It's like a trash.
yeah,
game.
but PlayStation's doing it right. I mean, hell, look how long they've been making God of Wars, and look
That's
how
what I
great
mean.
that was.
that they have these already established.
Yeah,
And that they just suck at making games that are like exclusive, I guess. And like,
Well, yeah, look how long it took them to come out with another God of War, though.
yeah, but they did it right, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
it could take them 10 years to come out with it, but if they do it right, people don't
your
care.
big ones
you know?
was like God of War 3, and then you had Halo 3 and stuff like that. But then the next God of War, I'm pretty sure was the 2018 when it came out, God of War, and then but you still
Yeah,
had
they
like
rebooted
4
it.
different Halos.
Well, but that's the thing though. Halo flopped so hard because it was the same thing.
Yeah, they
It was
shoulda waited.
so long, and then all of a sudden they came out with this incomplete game because they were just trying to rush it, and then it killed them. It totally killed Halo for a lot of people.
Yeah, 343 fucked it up.
Yeah, well,
So Xbox, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, they got
Here
Game
we
Pass,
go
which is
again,
great,
crapping
but-
on Scott's favorite game.
No, I'm
no,
not.
I
even
mean
about
I can
Halo.
accept what I mean. I hate it, but I love it. You know, but
I need a
Okay, you got a hot
PlayStation.
take for us?
I know the reality.
I think eventually everybody's gonna be on PC anyways. I don't think that's really a hot take though, but
Gross.
Eventually, it's gonna go all VR, but we're not gonna be in our
Bro, that'd
real
be
lives. It's
badass.
just gonna be our
It's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
just
like
waiting
Ready
for
Player
where we
One.
can just,
Consciousness.
we
Yeah.
can just get the neural link, and then we can go into a whole new world.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
whole new
Imagine
world.
if Ready Player One was reality. That should be crazy.
I'm not here.
I
for
know
that
it's
would be
anime,
great.
and y'all don't like anime.
I mean, that's not
But,
good for people's health.
Oh no, well look at them in that movie. It's horrible.
There's an anime called Sword Art Online, and
Oh God,
no,
the weeb's
no,
coming out. Tyler's weeb's coming out.
No, I'm
I only
not
get to
a
see
weeb.
this
That's
every
what-
once in a while.
That's
so
what
it's very
Pete is.
interesting.
Pete's a weeb. That's his
I
working
watched
out,
it-
trying to get out from your
I
core.
watched it back in like 9th grade and stuff. Its whole concept was super cool because it was a like VR video game. Obviously, in the future, you'd put on your head and it puts you in the game. But the owner of the company or the CEO, one of them went rogue and locked everybody in the game where they couldn't get out. And if you took the helmet off of them, they would die. And the only way you could get out is if you beat the game, and the game's like super crazy hard. It was still
It's
a
like, "Don't worry,
super
darling."
cool.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it was a super cool
Concept.
and I mean it wasn't a bad watch, but like
Or like Spy Kids 3.
Good one.
That was a good one.
when
I
you're
like- I
surfing on the
prefer the-
lava.
They're
The
rebooting
Spy
that.
Kids 3D.
I saw that.
I prefer the
Spy
first
They're
Spy Kids.
rebooting Spy Kids.
Is it with
Yeah.
the same Spy Kids?
Yeah, the 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by that because what's the guy's name that plays Junie? I don't know his name. He's married to Megan Trainor.
Yeah, I was about to say
Trainor.
Megan Trainor. They got
Yeah.
an adorable kid.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
little Riley's so cute.
yeah, he is. But
Hey, Queen.
he like talks about like people always notice him from Spy Kids, and he gets exasperated. Like he's tired of being known for Spy Kids, so I was kind of surprised that he would come back for it. But I
Made him
guess
money. Made him
money.
famous.
I think they
Yeah.
are coming back as like maybe I don't know.
They're
And
the
then-
parents.
Her parents.
You think
The
like,
girl,
Banderas is
is it
coming
her
back?
name Alexis?
yes,
Something like that. She's married to Carlos from Big Time Rush. So
That's after my time.
Oof.
I don't
Mm.
know who anybody on Big Time Rush is.
Golly. Sorry, Haley.
There's the age disconnect.
I was a big Kindle fan, but you know, whatever. That was my hot take.
Loved Big Time Rush.
Did you see where the Jonas Brothers are going back on tour?
Man, no one cares about
It's
them
everything.
old, washed out Jonas
And
Brothers.
Joe Jonas was my favorite. So.
Same, because I was the oldest, so he had to be on.
Same. I like
Nobody wanted
Joe.
Kevin.
Yeah. Hannah got Nick, and we're like, Megan, you're getting Kevin. You're the youngest. You're getting Kevin.
Emily would get Nick and I'd get Joe. So there was only two of us, so we didn't have to worry about splitting. Kevin was just alone.
Did y'all
Our
ever
household.
pick
Who'd you get, Trevor?
characters in
Everything.
in TV shows and everything?
Like
Yeah,
the
we did.
Powerpuff Girls. I was the red one. Hannah was tomboyish, she got the green one, and then Megan got Bubbles because of the blonde hair.
It fit perfectly.
Teen
no,
Titans.
not really. Kinda.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like us with Teen Titans.
I was Robin because I called it first.
Scott was
I wanted to be
Cyborg.
Cyborg. I like Cyborg.
Trevor was Beast Boy.
Yeah. Cyborg was booyah.
That
I
makes
like
a lot
Cyborg.
of sense, though,
Yeah.
with y'all's personalities.
I like Cyborg.
Then Codename Kids Next Door.
Yeah.
That was great. Trevor was like the ringleader or whatever. The
You were
bald
one?
kid, number one. I was like, I'm pretty sure I was the fat kid,
I think I was 4.
and you were the kid with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally not Scott.
No,
totally
no,
not me.
no.
Yeah.
Totally not Tyler.
Did y'all watch My Life as a Teenage Robot? Don't
No,
Not
know.
really.
Yes, I remember
I
it.
didn't remember it, but we
What
didn't.
You know what
was-
I did watch? What was the one with the chicks that were spies?
Totally Spies?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I had a towel.
Yes, they are
With them
rebooting
on
that.
it. They
And I
are.
sent it to Hannah and Megan, there's that age
I think I
disconnect.
like the redheaded one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever
I
hear,
watched
Megan
the
was
fuck
like,
out of
I
that.
don't know what this is. And I'm like, what?
No,
Did
I
we grow
knew.
up in the same house?
did
Yeah.
y'all ever
I
hear
knew
of
that.
Code Lyoko?
I was just about to bring that up. Yeah, I watched that over at Grandma's
Yeah.
all the time.
Preston
and I
loved it. We watched it all the time.
What?
It's
too.
actually pretty good. It's
Code
a really
Lyoko.
weird animation style.
If I showed you picture, yeah, it is super weird. If I showed you pictures, you probably have seen it before.
It's a whole VR thing. They go into a game and stuff.
Yeah, it's super cool.
We
There
can
was
keep going
another-
through this. I used to other chick shows that I used to watch was H2O.
Oh my
Clear.
gosh.
yes,
no.
that's Code Lyoko.
Never heard of
No,
her.
never seen her.
Mm-mm.
That was like it was like a Cartoon Network,
Yeah,
like right there on the fringe of
I must have
Adult
skipped
Swim,
the
like
Disney or
between- it was weird.
Nickelodeon when
Yeah.
that would come on.
What about
Probably.
Crashbox on HBO?
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
the
I
shit.
That
introduced her
was
to
the shit.
Crashbox.
Yeah, I never knew about it.
I told her, I was like, "Have you ever watched?" We were sitting there one day. I was like, "You ever watch Crashbox?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "Oh my!"
It would have creeped me
gosh."
out as a
Were
kid.
we
I probably
flashback?
couldn't
It
Through
have.
the
creeped me
show?
out. I liked it.
Yeah.
I
but it
loved
creeped me
it,
out.
yeah.
Claymation creeps me out.
Haley
Makes me feel
kept-
weird.
Remember the guy that was all nasty and stuff
watched
in his
too much
room? He'd
Robot
explode
Chicken
at the
when I was
end.
The
too
revolting slob.
Yes.
Yes. And then I
He-
always liked the guy that did the riddles, and he always had his beard. and it
With
was
the
so-
snake that would come
Yeah.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rattlesnake.
No, not him. Not Riddlesnake. Not Riddles. This dude had a
It was like
It
the
was-
coffee shop.
yes,
thing,
and he was like shh,
Yeah.
shh, shh.
and he'd sketch out
He
something.
had on the
Yes.
glasses.
Yes. Oh man, I love Crashbox and
I
Robot
like
Chicken.
I like
Yeah.
the haunted mansion one where you
With
had to guess who the famous person
historical
was.
figures
yeah, I
were.
like that one too.
Yeah,
I was more of a Caillou girl.
Yeah, never
I didn't
heard
watch
of that.
Caillou.
Nah, I was an Arthur guy.
Did y'all ever watch
I
the
like Tarzan
Discovery Kids shows? Like the one was like
Zaboomafoo.
no, I didn't
Yeah.
watch that.
No.
I watched the fuck out of that. I
Did
love
y'all
that
ever watch
monkey.
Discovery Channel when it had the little alligator mouth that ate everything?
No,
Yes.
I'm talking about
Yes.
Discovery Kids, where it was like they had like the King Tut show,
Hmm.
I know what you're talking about.
and then there was like the one about the shark, and then the Strange Days at Blake Halsey High or whatever it
I've-
was. Did y'all watch that?
I've
Where they
heard of
were
it.
like gonna get sucked into a black hole?
I don't know if I've seen that
No,
one.
I
No,
That
I
shit
was
when I get
I was
sucked
watching like
in a
Fairy
black
Odd
hole.
Parents and things like that.
Yes.
At the time.
Fairly Odd Parents.
I would always, I would switch back from Disney to Nickelodeon, the Cartoon Network.
It
all
was
day
it
long.
was it was
Oh,
277.
and PBS.
277 was the Travel Channel. 299 was Nickelodeon.
$2.99.
And in between all them was Disney, History
you just
Channel,
scroll through it.
Discovery Channel, and you would just and then you would go to like 240 something to go to Spike and go to
Yeah.
Fox and all that.
Oh,
yeah.
and Spike. I'm gonna have my bar rescue on Spike.
And all
Yeah,
the
and then
movie
they got
channels were
rid of
like
G4.
500.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're real close to
G4.
the porn channels.
Yeah.
Skinamax.
You go to the music side, you accidentally hit the porn too.
Yep.
You be
At
exploring.
the end of the
I
menu.
used to explore them, and I was like, "Does that mean what I think it means?"
Or XXX across the thing.
Yeah, XXX, big. I'm like big chickens.
Big fat titties.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it did say that on the thing, but our parents never paid for it. They had HBO, but
Yeah, we always had HBO.
it was nothing like Skinamax.
We had the like sports package
That
too,
was
because we
wild
always had
shit.
the Falcons games and stuff too.
Just
Sure. You got something to talk about?
No, just saying they had some wild shit on there. Fucking Spring Break Gone Wild
Oh, yeah.
13. They'd have all these like 14, 15s, and you're like, what?
MTV, we were always watching that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Now it's just turned into a
All the love things.
yeah
Flavor of
Oh,
love. Brett Michaels finds love. Hard Rock of Love or whatever it was.
What was Guy Code? I liked watching Guy Code.
I like watching Girl Code.
I liked
Taught
like
me a lot about sex.
I never Scott talked about
Whoa.
Geico,
What
but
was
I've
the-
never heard of any of those.
Was it Pranked? The show with the two younger
Punk'd?
guys.
Punked.
Punk'd.
It was Ashton
With
Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
I'm talking about the guy with the
Kutcher.
two young guys on it. One of them was kind of like a nerdy guy who had glasses, and they would do like, I think they were doing like fail videos and stuff on TV.
I don't know
can't
about that one.
remember.
Ridiculousness.
No, that's what MTV has turned into now.
It's just ridiculousness. Pranked.
Yeah, Pranked. Yeah,
Right next to punked. Punk'd
I
was
like
better.
Pimp My Ride and Cribs.
Yeah, with
Heck
Exhibit.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Scars.
And they just put Scars was a good
I
one.
always try to find that one. I don't know why. Where they
We
break
heard
their
you
bones,
was-
like,
It was the lead singer of Papa Roach was
Yeah.
the host.
Pimp My Ride. We heard you lost your son 10 years ago. We exhumed his grave and put it in your car.
They put a whole ass we heard you like to watch TV. We got a whole 50-inch TV that comes out of this thing.
We know
and
you
onto
like to
your
make
hood.
subs. We put a
Popcorn.
sub,
Yeah.
Subway.
We
in
got
the
a
middle of
panini
your
maker
car.
in your car.
We know you like to keep it hot. Cut this van that can fit 12 people only fits 2 now. We put a damn hot tub in that bitch. And it's just like,
They're like, what about my kids?
how you gonna fill the hot tub up? You gotta fill it up. You gotta park it, fill it up,
I like-
sit in it, drain it, then drive.
I like the shitty ass interviews that they do before that of these people.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I've always had a broke car. It's always been shitty. I break down the side of the road all the time.
We gonna
baby-
put
I can't
carpet
get my
daddy ain't
wall to
shit.
wall.
I can't ever get my kids to work or school. Excuse me. And
They work too.
Yeah.
and then they come
Did y'all
back
ever
with this.
see the ones where there were a couple on there where the people didn't like the car afterwards?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was a girl who had a Jeep they pimped out and they put snake skin on the seats.
Ooh.
Super uncomfortable and like nasty on a Jeep. And she was super pissed
That
off.
was like that show where they would do the one rooms. What was that called?
Like Trading Spaces.
Trading spaces.
Yeah.
And yes, the designers in there, like one of them put hay on the ceiling,
Yeah.
and it's like that is not going to work out
After
very well.
years, that
It
stuff's
was
just gonna
perfect
start
for like the
falling.
horse girls,
Right.
Trading Spaces, boys versus girls, and it'd be like the horse. It was always the horse girls, and their room would be a fucking stable by the end of it.
Or they
was
mentioned
the-
that they love African descent. They put like zoo animals throughout the whole room, and
The
it's like,
wallpaper
This
is
is their
supposed-
living room.
Yeah.
Like
The,
what's happening?
Extreme Makeover, where they would make over the whole house.
Oh, I watched
Yeah.
a whole thing on that the other day and how much it messed up people's lives and how people couldn't afford their houses because property taxes went up so high.
That's what the thing about.
So it's like my daughter has cancer and I had to move out of the house because I went bankrupt.
It was
It's
Pit
like-
My Ride. A lot of their cars were shit, and they could never sell them because
can't
everybody
sell
wanted those fucking
them.
wild ass cars.
Eccentric
Yeah.
ass cars, yeah. Well,
Like they don't tell you that you got to still pay for the house and the property taxes afterwards.
Man, we used to watch like MTV Cribs too.
Oh,
I used to
yeah.
like seeing all the crazy
man,
houses.
there was one thing. It's still with me, and I still want it in my like dream house. It was some rapper. He had a water fountain in his house that sprayed out Kool-Aid, and I was
Oh
like,
my God.
that's it right there. That's going every room,
Chocolate.
bottom of the stairs, top of the stairs, and. I remember one of them, he was like, this is where we make the good stuff, and they make it sugar water. And they pour in like 4 pounds of sugar into a gallon
I
of
remember
water.
this episode because legit this dude opened his fridge and he had like 4 jugs and it was just sugar water.
Yeah.
Like he,
Like
Water with sugar.
hummingbird.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And he thought this is the best shit ever. I'm like, well, you got the money to do it, so I mean, whatever.
Yeah, give it 10 years, you're going to have diabetes.
Diabetes.
What about parental control? Did y'all watch
Oh, where they
that?
pick the people? They'd pick like. Are you talking about?
They
isn't that
pick
Where
where
the
they-
parents didn't like the boyfriend, and so they would
Yes.
pick 3.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so the girlfriend would be sitting with them watching the date
Yes.
happening. Yes, that
Man.
was messed
And then half the
up.
time
Yes.
she still
What
picked
about-
the shitty ass boyfriend.
I know everybody watched this one. Wife Swap.
Hey.
Hey,
I
I
did-
love a good
yeah.
wife swap.
We always would watch Wife Swap and think about ourselves and be like, what if we had
But they
this?
always would pair up the strict family with the fun family or,
Or
the
the
clean
OC
family and the
yeah.
dirty
Yes.
family.
That shit used to drive
City
people
or
crazy.
the country.
There was an
Yes.
episode where the kid, was there a family swap? Because they had, no.
This has to be wife swap. Then
Yeah,
swap,
but there
swap,
was one
swap.
where a kid had, they moved the kids.
That's a
It was
swipe
something
swap.
weird.
Kid swap.
The kid had condoms in his bag, and I was super young, and it was a whole big thing. And I was watching, I was like, "What the heck? Why are
The
you
hell
yelling
is
at
it
this
called?"
man for having condiments in his bag?" Like, I'm thinking, I'm thinking
It's
of
just
like,
some ketchup and mustard.
man didn't think y'all bought name brand, so he brought his own.
What? Okay, this is going back to parental control. It was another like dating show, but it was they would go into these people's houses and
Yes.
rooms and
a
they
guy.
would pick.
It would be 3 girls
yes.
sitting in a van randomly.
Yes.
They just would pick them up and not tell them, and then the guy would go around and sniff their panties.
Yes, he would go into their room and
Yes, I
check out their
watched this
room.
on YouTube
and
the other
he
day.
would pick the girl
Yeah.
based off of their room and what's in it.
Yeah.
Y'all remember?
They'd be like, oh,
Next?
she's probably hot. She's probably skinny because she ain't got that much food in her fridge. And it's like, oh, and they're like,
What?
her panties smell good, so I think I'm gonna go with her. And it's like,
Yeah, they'd be going through drawers and looking at their drawers. I'm
Yes.
like, do not go on them nightstands.
They-
or,
that
or
was
go
some of the
across like
craziest
their
stuff.
baseboards and go,
She dirty.
Y'all remember Next, the one where they'd get off the bus and stuff?
Yes.
Hi,
I'm Paul.
I'm Amy Fuller,
Yes,
and
I'm Paul.
yeah,
I'm Paul.
Right
Jimmy
after
Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
like, hi, I'm Jimmy Buffett. I have a whole 12-pound bag of jelly beans up my asshole, and just keep walking.
Wouldn't it be like 20 people?
And she's gonna love me.
Walking away, jelly beans falling out his pants.
That
Some
might
crazy
seem
ass
extreme,
show.
but that's really how
Those
that
shows
fucking show
are
was.
just fever dreams, man.
Yeah, that's
You sit there and watching them like,
That was MTV's prime. That was like when Jersey Shore was starting to come out
Yes.
and 16 and
got the
pregnant.
situation over here. The situation.
Hell
What?
yeah.
Oh my
What
God,
accent was
Ronnie.
that?
You know,
Got a situation over here.
That's a situation.
Yes.
It's close enough.
What?
Tyler get hot here.
Hey, you got a situation over
Hey, and walking here. I can't. The first time, so let me tell you, I used to live with Scott and Katie, and Katie went through a Jersey Shore kick while I was living there. Man, I used to sit in the living room with Katie and watch so many episodes of Jersey Shore.
that
Like, this
shit
show's
gets you-
so stupid.
Right.
Yes.
You want to know. See, okay, so look, this is the same thing.
I
I
can't
get on
believe
TikTok
he
all
did
the
that
time.
to her.
My mother-in-law, I love her to death. Christy, I'm calling you out. She loves Jersey Shore.
Love.
And loves. Like she be doing her schoolwork or something like that at night, and she'd cut this show on every single time. And sometimes I just go and sit in the living room with her, and I'd start watching this trash, and I'd be hating on it like hardcore. I'm like, Christy, why you watch this shit? Like, I can't stand this shit. I'm sitting there for like 4 episodes, and I'd be asking questions, and that's the worst thing.
That's
That's
how
how
you
I
know
know.
that it's got you.
Yeah, it's getting me because I'll sit there and be like, Christy, why is she acting like that?
Went through the same
Yeah.
thing with Sister Wives.
When
It'll get you.
when Ronnie and her just together, what's going on now? Like
Ronnie
what?
and Sam. They're coming back.
Yeah, I heard.
Might have to watch again.
Remember Snooki on that?
Snooki.
Snooki. This was kind of a
Snooki.
newer show,
girl.
but they had that tattoo show where they would,
With Kat.
Yeah.
yeah, and the like boyfriend would.
Oh, they pick a tattoo. Yes.
Man, there was some.
I'm thinking about the right.
Dude.
I will cold clock your butt in a second on live TV.
They have to be paid handsomely
Oh,
to be
yeah.
on
Yeah.
this show because
For sure.
some of the shit that they put on them is ridiculous. It's like fucked up. I would kill you. I'd kill you right here, right now. I want to death if you put some crazy shit like that on me.
I wouldn't. I would pick something probably cooler than what you'd pick.
Wow.
Just saying.
I put something messed up on Tyler.
Yeah, she probably give me a tramp stamp that says like "cum guzzler" or something.
Come dumpster.
Boner
Yeah.
garage.
You bought in the garage.
Yeah.
I think Jamie Foxx is
Makes
doing better.
sense.
He was in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
I heard he was on the. There's the fucking train. I thought he was on the downhill slide.
Yeah, I heard
Was
some
he?
shit
Yeah,
about.
I heard he wasn't doing well.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I saw something about a family member posted something. And I thought he was doing better. I lied.
We're praying for you, Jimmy Fox.
Yeah,
We love you.
we watched Django in Your Honor last weekend.
I didn't
Yeah.
know anything was going on with them, so I'm like,
Django.
wait a minute.
I only know because he told me like 2 days ago.
That and your performance as motherfucker Jones.
He's my man's. Him
Motherfucker
and
Jones.
the movie Ray, top
I
notch.
still have not seen that movie.
You need to, because that was my favorite movie as a 4-year-old.
It was a great.
4-year-old.
Yeah. Horrible movie to watch when you're 4. You can't say anything. We were way too young watching Austin Powers.
I
so.
watched
I
that
saw the
too.
preview for White Men Can't Jump.
Oh,
It
yeah.
actually looks kind of good.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
Isn't
like-
that
We
the
should
one
watch that
with,
because I
Woody
haven't watched it
Harrelson in
either.
that?
No,
it's a new one. They rebooted
It's
it.
got
I haven't
that
watched the
rapper,
old
that
one.
white boy. Everyone, Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
It actually looks pretty good.
That
I
white
think I
boy.
like it.
Why did I think Woody Harrelson was in it?
He's in the
He's in
original.
the
Special
original.
ed.
Okay.
Him and what? Wesley Snipes, and that who it was?
That was a questionable movie, right?
I have no idea. I've never
Probably back
seen
in
it.
the day.
They're
This one looks
hustling
good, though.
folks.
That's it's pretty much the same thing. They're
Yeah.
hustling folks to get into a basketball.
Me when I
competition to win money.
hustle somebody.
Give me all your smackaroons.
Your smuggles.
Give me all your dollar bills.
You did. That's a good skit too. Give me all your dollar bills. All I got is 50s. Fuck.
Turns around, and runs away. All right, put the money in the bag. Put the money in the bag. Put the money in my ass. Fuck. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man.
Yeah, we see.
Oh. There it is. It's a gift.
Look, your mouth and your nose are now the same size. Okay, there we go. Oh, they're the same size again.
We got some small ass lips, bro. I'll tell you.
Like
Is
I
it
said,
small
we
lips or is it a big
look
nose?
like Rockefeller.
It's small lips.
Oh man,
Because I don't have that big of a nose, and I got small lips.
you saying I have a big nose? I have a big schnoz.
You got bigger schnoz than me.
I like a big schnoz on a man.
I
got
got
the
I
same
got a good
eyes.
sniffer.
You got the same mouth.
It's I also got a deviated septum, but we ain't gonna talk about
Same,
that.
because I can't breathe out of this bitch at all.
I can't. I've never been able to breathe out my right nostril.
That's why we always breathe in these mics.
So look, I always be taking videos.
I be taking
on
videos.
Snapchat and stuff, and I'll tell myself, just hold your breath, man. Everybody can hear you breathing. I'm out there at work,
That's what you hear.
and I'm sitting there taking the video, and I'm like, I held my breath on that one, and I go to listen to it, and it's like,
No,
I'm
listen.
like, oh my gosh, man, hold your breath.
Okay, like I'm apparently here recently. Which I may have always done this, but got some new headphones, and you can hear everything coming through those headphones. And my buddies have informed me that I be making noises,
Oh
and
yeah.
apparently it's like,
Yeah, because I
It's
called
like,
him out
I'll
on
be
it a
sitting
couple days
there,
ago.
and I don't hear them, but apparently I'll be like,
It's not just that.
Motherfucker got Tourette's and don't know it.
That's what I said. I was like, dude, I don't know what y'all are talking about. They're like, Scott, stop moaning in the mic. I'm like, dude, I don't realize this. And they're like, you doing it? He was like, they'll be in the middle of talking, and then I guess I'll do it, and they'll be like, they'll stop. They'll be in the mid conversation. They'll be like, Scott. I'm like, what? And be like, and then they'll just start doing it. They'll be like,
That's like there's
It's
some
not
people,
like that. It's like,
Like he does when he's sleeping.
yes, and
Yes.
it's like long and drawn out, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, cause it's one thing, like if he's like lifting bags in the truck, I can tell, and
Oh, I'd
he's
be
like,
grunting
he's like,
trying to get that shit in there.
you know, like lifting stuff, but it'll be dead quiet. And he's like,
I think it's something with my throat.
and it'd be
I
like
got some
super
issues.
long, and I'm like, are you okay?
No, you just moan, bro.
Can you
You do it
breathe?
in your sleep.
Oh, it's that
be sitting-
dang
you used to be
person
sitting
he
there,
ate
you
about
sit-
12 years ago.
He's sitting there like this. You go. And be like,
he does be doing that.
Tyler,
shit.
you talked in your sleep.
Today
Yes.
when I was taking my nap.
You asked about
y'all
a
ever hear me
frappuccino.
talking
I asked about a frappuccino
Yeah.
When I be having them wild ass dreams. Sorry.
He said,
that's a
"Why'd
side
you get
thing.
that frappuccino?"
in my sleep. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
wrap
let's
this
wrap
up.
it up.
Throw them out.
All right, bye.
I mean,
Deuces.
Same.